Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I've got a couple of projects today. We're going to make two of my favorite pockets with hidden journaling spaces, okay? So let me show you these as how they would look on a journaling page. I am using some really pretty papers. These are Japanese blossoms made by Khyati Paper Mia on Etsy. So I will link these papers for you below in the description. Okay, so this is a pocket that would mount on a page like this. And if it were me, I would add glue like to 3 sides and leave a pocket here as well. But here you have a pocket, and I made just a little journaling card to slide in there. But then this opens up and you have writing space. Isn't that cute? This is so easy, and you can make it with any kind of papers. So that was one idea that we're going to make today. And then one of my other favorite pockets with journaling hidden journaling spots is one that flips like this. So you've got your pocket, everything's great, and then bam, you open it up and you have writing space, and then you have another pocket here because we're going to just attach it to the paper again on these 3 sides. Okay, and then it closes up, and these can flip different ways. So both of these, once they're mounted, I call them like double pockets with hidden journaling space. So let's make some, and we're going to use, like I said, this really pretty Japan Blossom kit. And I've obviously been playing with it a lot. I have several of the pages here that I haven't cut up yet, but we might during our project today. But you can kind of see a variety of the papers and how pretty they are. There's full sheets, and then the double sheets and ephemera. It's a huge kit. There's like, you could craft with these for days. So I've already got some paper prepped. So let's make this one first. And you can make these again a variety of sizes. I will give you the measurements for the one I'm making. You saw though, like on that journal I showed you, it's almost too wide. So you may want to think about how wide your journal is and how wide your pages are. But for me, what did I do? I made my paper 5 1/4. It's almost 4 inches, okay? And you just need 2 pieces the same size. So whatever size you decide to make yours, you want 2 the same size. I did round my edges. And this is a project I was inspired, and I believe it was Kathy's Garden. She did this one years ago, and I've made these a few times. So that's if you want to go back and check out her channel as well. Let's see. So you just need two pieces, and I did print these on both sides so that there's a pretty pink to write on. And one, you're going to fold in half, okay? And try to get it neat. And then the other piece you're going to leave as is. Okay, now you do have to decide which way you want your images to go, and I guess you could do it this way if you prefer and have the pink here, but I'm going to do mine because I want to see more of the flowers. And I think I'm going to attach mine this way. Now, before I glue everything down, I am going to do some distressing, and you guys are going to be happy, those that watch me. You're going to be happy to see I'm using a different color of distressing today. This one is Victorian Velvet, and I just thought I'm in a pink kind of mood, and I thought the pink went really well with these papers. Ooh, I like this blue too. I may turn it so we can see more of the blue. Okay. Now, the other thing we're going to do is, and I can always ink more later, just get a touch on here. And you don't have to mount these in a journal either. I mean, you could just tuck this in another pocket or have it like that. But I like the idea of it having the double pockets. Okay. Because this is becoming a side load pocket, and of course you could do it this way too, right? If you wanted to load from the other side. I'm going to add glue just to those 3 sides. I'm going to just use my wet white glue. This is a Line Co. brand PVA glue in a little dispenser bottle. All right, and then you just line it up nice and neat, and it's so easy. But with that little flap there, I mean, how fun is that? And then once we decorate this and add it into a themed journal, won't that be fun? I just love these, and they're so easy and quick to make too, which is also fun. Now in this kit you do get a set of these Polaroids, and they're so pretty. I sometimes cut them out like the actual Polaroid, and then other times I just cut them out. I even punched them into circles. I've done all kinds of things. I've torn, you know, to make the edges a little more rough. Lots of things you can do. I was just thinking, well, I kind of want to leave that mostly for writing. So let's see. We'll decide. Maybe I'll put that there. And then I want to make some kind of little journaling card, and that may be better to make that first so we can see what it's looking like as it's coming out. So I'm going to just, I don't know that this page was necessarily meant to be cut apart, but I guess we can just use our creative imagination and use the papers however we want to, right? So I'm cutting it up. All right, and really whatever size will fit in this slot, you could make yours. That it'll almost fit that way, but certainly something larger would fit in here too. But I like that, having that little house there. And I'll probably add a tab to it, and maybe a word or something. It's just so fun to have things like this to create with. So let's see. While I am looking for a little piece, a little doodad to put on here, I was going to tell you. So one of my daughters, if she's listening, I don't think she'd care that I talk about this, but I won't say which one. She has very small, narrow feet, and she has some issues with blisters and things like that with her shoes anyway. But she has this pair of sandals that she absolutely loves and has had good luck with, except that the strap on the sandal, and these are expensive sandals, like name brand, over $100 sandals. Very comfortable though, and they work with her little feet. And I don't know why I did that, but I just thought that would be cute with this blossom here. And so anyway, I don't know, like back in June, early June, when she was home from college, my husband took them to be repaired at a leather store, a leather shop that's been in business here in the Richmond area for years. So they were supposed to be ready a few weeks later. He had paid for them, had the date on the ticket, the whole thing. Went to pick them up. Oh, sorry, we haven't gotten to it. He went like 3 or 4 days past when they were supposed to be ready. He's like, okay. So he took a date that they promised him like another week out. Went to go pick them up. The store was closed. That was our fault. We didn't look at the days they were open. So he's like, okay. So I go over there today. Now they should have been ready weeks ago. The second date that they gave us was like almost a week ago. I got there, and I'm not joking when I tell you, they said, oh, sorry, we're still working on this. So they said, but if you want to, you can wait. So I decided to wait because I figured if I leave, they might not work on them, you know? And it's the middle of summer and she doesn't have her sandals. And shoes are just a little bit of an issue. She has other shoes, but because I'm just finding some little things to decorate with in my little box there. because she has issues though with her feet, it's just really hard. So anyway, the good news is I waited, and I only had to wait like 15 minutes. And they finished the shoes. I don't know if that was the total repair or if they truly had were almost finished with them when I got there. But anyway, it was an adventure. So I had planned to film this video earlier today, and I'm hoping I can remember everything I was doing, because I had all kinds of ideas to share with you guys. But then when your mojo gets off, sometimes it's hard. I kind of wanted this to look like a little something there. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to let it hang over like that. Even though it kind of covers up that card that's in the pocket, I like how it looks. I'm going to set that off to the center just a little bit, and I'm going to let this one hang off. And I like, even though it didn't come with this kit, it says Blossom. Cute, right? Now, one thing that that doesn't work. See, this is why I should think through before I do things. We're going to just fold it over. Fold it in. We've got to not do that when you've got to be able to open that page. Maybe it'll be better if I cut it off. I'm going to cut it off. It looked really cute. There we go. And then I'll glue it down a little bit better. We're okay. It's all good. Got to think through your designs and make sure before you do that. Okay, now we're good. It looks a little weird, but it's okay. All right. And I liked how I did on this one, where I just almost made it look like the topper to a page. I don't know if I have anything prepped. Maybe a little bit of this blue. We'll just tear a little strip and see. Yeah, that'll be cute. Tear off both ends like that, and I'm gonna tear a piece this way. Yeah, we'll just put those on there. Just because I kind of like that torn paper look, and it still leaves plenty of writing space, but gives it a unique character. So I wish I had, so going back to the shoes for a second, I wish I had like learned how to do leather crafting and leather repair. I think that's a dying craft. So many of the things we buy these days, I think, are meant to be thrown away, right? Instead of kept for many years, or even, again, repaired. And like, you know, shoe cobblers and people that used to repair shoes, that used to be a whole thing, because people only had a few good pairs, right? And you took good care of them and all of that. And now we buy shoes for a season. So I don't know, but I think it's a dying craft, and something that would be certainly fun to learn how to do. Anyway, their shop was really cool. That was the other thing, is that's so pretty. I'm going to leave that one there, and I'll show you how to make the next one. There was like all kinds of projects they were working on, and you can buy like leather good supplies there and everything else. So it was really interesting. Okay, so for this project, I usually make it out of a square piece of paper, and this one happens to be 5 by 5. I think the one I made earlier was 5.5. Again, you can any size square paper you want to use, and you're just going to fold it in half. And since there's a little bit of a direction to my paper, I did pay attention to when I folded it in half. Okay, so you fold it in half, and then let's see, then you're going to cut on the paper. You're going to cut, and whatever size you cut, or, you know, mind your words, Pam. If you cut right in the middle, then the pocket will be 2.5 inches and the flap will be 2.5 inches, because mine is 5, right? This one is a little off center, so that the pocket is not quite as deep, right, as the actual flap. And then so this pocket at the top is a little deeper. So it just really is your preference. And so I'm going to hold mine like this, and I'm just going to eyeball it and cut. Okay. So now, depending on how I make this one flap around will depend on which side the flap is on and which side the pocket is on. So on this one, the way I currently have it folded, this will turn into the pocket, and then it would open this way, and we could have a pocket here, and this would be your flap. This one, I did the opposite way, right? Now, if I want to, I could do this and have the pocket and then open it up, and it's more of the pretty patterned paper and not the pink. And since I want this to be a journaling spot, I'm going to flip it back the way that I had it. Okay. Whoa, here it is. So you just kind of have to fiddle with it. So when you're holding it like this, whichever way, you flip the pocket to one side, and then you flip the flap, the hinge that's going to hold it to the journal the other way. And I did it backwards again. So you just play with it till you have it the way you want it. Okay, so the pocket, the hinge wrapped back around, and then this is that will be glued down to the journal page, and we're going to turn this into a pocket. Now you can use a circle punch and make a notch here and here for your two pockets. I used a slot punch just to have a little bit different shape. So I'll do that and show you guys. But again, you don't even have to do a slot if you don't, or a thumb notch if you don't want to. But I'm going to use the slot punch, and I'm eyeballing it, hoping I have it in the center, and I'm not even going like halfway to the depth. Not a cute little notch? I really like it. And then I'm also going to notch this one. Again, just trying to center it best I can. Okay, and then that's it. I'm going to add some ink, and we're going to decorate it, and I don't think that could be any easier. This would be, both of these would be easy, like mass makes, if you wanted to really build up your stash to have pockets and ephemera made up for different journals, or if you know you're going to be, like I've been using this paper a lot this month. I'm on Khyati's design team, and this was the kit that I was given to work with this month. So I've been making a lot of things with this one. So again, knowing I'm going to have a pretty large Japan Blossom journal that I'm going to be working with, I could build up my stash, right? And know I have lots of pretty things to decorate my pages with. All right, ink as much or as little as you want. So now again, this is the pocket. So I'm going to glue on these two sides, but I'm also going to put a little bit of glue right there at the crease line. Okay. Make sure that grabs. Now this one, of course, is where I will mount it in the journal. Okay. And then I'm just going to find something pretty to decorate the front with, and maybe this pocket too. And this bird is calling to me, and so are these flowers here. So let's see if I can make these two images work. I really, like I said, I really enjoyed working with the Polaroid ones too. Even though I haven't really been using them, I've been using them as squares and other shapes. So, all right, I'm going to tear this so I have a little bit different edge. And I'm gonna cut your feet off just a little bird. I don't know what kind of bird this is, but it definitely has a beautiful wingspan, doesn't it? All right. And honestly, you could, I mean, these are so pretty. I mean, you could just stop there. I'm going to look and see if I have in my doodads any type of little tag or stamp or word or something that I think would look cute. Like there's a faux postage stamp that we could stick right there just to give it a little extra. All right, I'm gonna glue this one down. Then we'll go to the front flap. And I'm kind of off, not centering things exactly just because I like that look. Let's see. There you go. Cute. All right. Now I want to, again, I probably need to come up with something to put in the pocket before I decorate this. And it's going to have to be kind of narrow. You know, I don't have a lot of real estate in there. So let me look and see. See, she'll fit if I trim her off some. So we'll just, again, take the ruler and I'm going to tear this side. I'm going to trim off these white edges. Oh, let's see if she fits. She should. All right, now she's a little short because I would like her to sit like that in my pocket. So we'll add her to a piece of paper, make her look pretty. How about we could even put it on some book page? How would that be? Yeah, I'm going to, just to give us some thickness, I'm going to double up my book page and we'll glue it together. Let's make sure this fits before I go to all the effort to do this and then it doesn't slide in there. Oh, it does. It's a little snug. I'm going to come a little bit more off, just a little bit. All right, and the only reason I'm doubling it up is so that it's a little bit sturdier when you're making your own kind of ephemera, like your own little tags and little cards and things from different paper packs. Sometimes, again, using what you have on hand, a little bit of book page or scrapbook paper, cardstock, those types of things, it can really add a little extra to your project. All right, I'm not finished with her, but I do want to see how she's fitting in this pocket. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so then again, I'm gonna dig through my little box here and see if I see something that suits her. That's a pretty large stamp. I think that's a little too big. This green would be a really interesting contrast, wouldn't it? It'll be very different if I use some of this green. So let's do that. I'm just going to tear off a piece to make a rough kind of tab. And again, I kind of like those edges, a little rough. We'll see if we like it. Sometimes just adding that little extra makes everything pop, don't you think? Okay, boop, boop, boop. There we go. All right. So I've been telling you guys in recent videos about my son and his girlfriend who have moved back to Virginia. So he was able to transfer with the company he works for, and he had his first day on the job yesterday. I was texting with him, I think, before he went in. He's like, I'll let you know how it goes. And of course, I haven't heard from him, which is typical, right? With young adults in their 20s. But I'm sure it went great. He's worked for the company for years now, and it's just a new location, so I think he's okay. But I've been excited that they're here. We've seen them a few times, and I think they're getting settled, so that's good. All right, and my youngest daughter started her summer internship, which, yes, it is almost the middle of July, and she's been a little frustrated by the delay, but Here's another little lady, might fit in somewhere. Maybe she'll go over here. I'll have to do something to the top of that tag. But she did start today, which was a very good thing for her. It was not her fault that there was a delay. There was a lot of little things, I think, that happened that caused the delay. But she'll still have the rest of July and almost the whole month of August before she goes back to school. So I think she's good. She's good. But she was excited to get up and go today. She's been eagerly waiting her start date. Now, she's also been working for one of her professors and doing some research virtually. And she went to Italy and took a class and some different things. So it's not like she hasn't been doing anything, but I think just having somewhere to go each day and to meet some new coworkers and have another experience will be good for her. So all good things happening around here. All right, I love the tree. Isn't that pretty? So many things to do. I did like the little I did a little heart and word collage there. Let me see if I can. Why don't I bring in this book page and this is from a flower book. And I used the flowers in a recent project and kept the extra paper to craft with, which is always fun. All right, I'm going to do that. I don't have as much room here. And then I'm going to cut a little heart or punch. The word's punch, bam. A little heart to kind of go on top of the bigger heart. And this one has matching colors. There we go. I don't know. I like it. And again, these are just so quick and easy to make and to have on hand. And again, use any papers that you happen to like or that you want to use. They come together quick. And you could even make the pockets and then decorate them and make the ephemera to go inside of them later once you know like what journal you're going to use them for. So, it's up to you and how you want to craft, but I think that would be a good project too. So this is the one we made. This one with the journaling space inside. And then this one, see, it's a little bit smaller. This was a 5 by 5 inch square, and it's going to open this way. And something will fit in there like that on the journal page. Isn't that cute? This one will open this way, and same thing. It'll have a little pocket there. You can put whatever in. And then this is, I made two the same size like this. So there you have it. That was our project for today. I hope you guys like it. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment. It helps, and I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, see ya.